Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Dr. Tony Chopper, and this is part 3 of the review for the Masquerade 2.0 Gouf. In this part, we're going to conclude everything, and I'm going to tell you all my final thoughts on the kit. So, without further ado, as he's spinning around, I'm going to start talking about some of the negative points to this guy. Now, first off, as you may notice, he is quite bulked out, and that's very nice. But because he's so bulked out, areas like the shoulders, they tend to limit his mobility, especially right here and here. Those are some areas that really need some work. The posability on this guy isn't that great. As you can see, he can't even put his foot completely flat to that the turntable there. That's really alarming for me because it is a master grade and it can't do something so simple and basic. Also, the ankle articulation is very limited, especially because of the design here with the ankle armor. And another alarming thing is how much mobility you actually get with things like the head. The head can only go 90 degrees either side, so 180. And the waist it can't move at all really because the way the energy cables are actually connected. They go from the back to the front, and that really limits all the mobility there. And it's kind of sad because it's a really nice kit otherwise. Something I've noticed while making this kit and reviewing it is that the energy cables are incredibly inefficient. Not only do they hinder mobility and how he actually can pose, but they also stay on incredibly bad. The front part of the waist where it connects it's not even connected, it's just kind of stuck inside, and the back they give you a very small ball joint area which doesn't connect very well at all. And as for the head, not only does the front dislodge really easily, but the giant shoulders don't help either. They knock it around, and also the giant shoulders are just kind of annoying, to be honest. You can't really lift up his hands any higher. He really is like a juiced up person that can't lift up his arms higher than a certain point. I was also quite disappointed with some of the accessories on this guy. Now, the heat rod is actually a really nice touch because it's all made out of polycaps or polycap like material and can bend any way you want, so that's a huge bonus. And they also gave you nice extra hands technically because this is actually just recycled from the Master Grade 2.0 Zaku 2. But the thing that gets me the most is how they designed this sword. It's nice that they actually added this in there, but the fact that it doesn't hold it all too well is very alarming. This is one of the things that is pretty cool that if you can get it on there, but I have had no luck putting this on him and having it stay there for quite a little bit of time. Now that I'm done talking about the negatives, I'm going to start talking about some of the positives this kit actually has. Now, the one thing that I love about Master Grades the most is when they actually give you decent color separation. That's one of the biggest things for me whenever I buy a kit, because most of the time I leave him in a static pose anyways. But this guy he absolutely nailed the color separation. Bandai did a really good job about him. Everything is molded in color, nothing needs to be painted, and that's a huge bonus, because you are spending anywhere from $35 to $40 on a kit, so why should you have to paint it, especially when it has the tag of being a master grade, right? Another thing I really liked about this kit is actually how they came about to do this guy. Not only does he look like the original mobile suit from the anime, but he also has these nice, unique, modern touches to him. Little panel lines here and there that give it an extra bit of flair that you might not notice otherwise. But they were still able to make him look nice and generic from a distance, if you want to call it that way. I also love the fact that for only 3,800 Japanese yen, they give you quite a bit of accessories. And because the inner frame is reused from the Zaku 2 Master Grade 2.0, you also get extra things like an extra hand and whatnot, which is actually kind of nice in case you need it for someone else, you need a spare or something. It's nice to have extra Master Grade hands lying around. And the final thing I would like to say is I love the price point that Bandai put this guy at. I know he shouldn't be really higher than 3,800 Japanese yen anyways, but for that affordable price, he is a very good addition to anyone's mono eye collection. Now, One thing that I have to say about this guy though is he looks really nice when he's this bulked out. I guess he's not supposed to really move too well anyways, and the energy cables, it'd be nice if Bandai could fix that up. But the way they made it, the cables in the front kind of just hinder everything. But it'd be really cool if they could make something similar to like a spring system where it kind of just goes around the entire thing and have the beats just kind of on there. Now, I don't think he'll be able to hold its shape, but that way you can at least turn him sideways and pose him a little better, and that would make him actually poseable. And it'd be really nice in the 3.0, I'm assuming that they're gonna make, that they actually fix up the connections for the energy cables as well. And as Chopper steals half the shot, I'm gonna give you guys my final score. I'm gonna give him, and I'm giving the Gouf 2.0 Master Grade a 7.5 out of 10. It's a solid kit. It has many faults, but it also has its merits as well. So I can't really put it too much lower than that. But it's nowhere near a perfect kit. So a 7.5 is a very fair score. And if you have the money lying around, and if you need another addition to your Mono Eye collection, or your One Year War collection, why not go and pick him up? He is a decently solid Master Grade. Alright guys, that concludes my look at the Master Grade 2.0 Gouf. Now I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please give me a like, and subscribe for more content in the future. My name is Dr. Tony Chapper, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.